I'm Lucy and this is my mum, Julie.
Oh, hello, I'm Lucy's mum. Did you know, Lucy, it's Extra-Terrestrial...
It's what?
Extra-Terrestrial Abduction Day, otherwise known as Alien Abduction Day. I don't know why I didn't say that first.
It's a bit easier to say,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes. And I was just looking to see, you know...
Ooh, did you see anything?
No. Look behind you.
A lot of people will be looking at the stars tonight because Alien Abduction Day is apparently the perfect night to get abducted by aliens.
Yes.
If that's your goal.
Apparently it first started in Toronto in 2008 and they have a festival every year to celebrate. So we're here on the lookout in case there are anybody or anything wandering around unusual.
I haven't noticed anything yet.
Oh, apart from the normal.
Apart from this one. So we thought, because this is BRIT Girls Go Stateside, we'll have a little look at some abductions from the UK and we'll have a look at some abductions from America. The reason we wanted to do this talk today is because I found an article which is about the first Brit ever in space. Her name was Helen Shannon and she believes in aliens.
Wow, really?
Totally believes in aliens, that they could be invisible and walking among us right now. And
oh my goodness. The hairs on the back of my arms just went up there.
there's definitely like a vibe, isn't there?
I know. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Do you feel it too? She made history when she went into space in 1991. Coincidentally, not the first British woman into space.
No.
The first British person ever into space. Apparently people get that wrong a lot and they call her the first British woman. She told The Observer that she believes that there are extraterrestrial forces.
Oh.
And that there may be aliens out there, but they're not necessarily made of the same things as us. Like,
So they're kind of invisible to us?
potentially, they could be living among us right now.
Yeah.
Not to panic anybody, but she's obviously a very clever woman and she seems to think so.
We can't really be the top of all...
Seems unlikely,
everything
doesn't
in
it?
the universe, can we? Well, well, not all of us. Okay.
So what's our first story?
Right, I need my glasses for this. Okay, so the first case we're going to talk about is the one that really sprung all the films and books and the look of what aliens look like and the looks of what spaceships look like. And it was Benny Hill.
Well, these could be his siblings.
Barney and Betty Hill. They were abducted by extraterrestrials.
They were what?
Let me put my teeth in. And they were from New Hampshire. In September 1961, they were driving home overnight. They'd just been away. They saw something in the sky, and as they drove, it appeared to be following them. When they did arrive home eventually, there was 2 hours in the night that was unaccounted for.
Oh, that they'd both forgotten?
Yes, they couldn't account for those 2 hours.
Sorry, I just need a drink. It's all too scary.
Just one of the times when I've got it together. With the help of a psychiatrist, they remembered seeing grey beings with large eyes. They'd walked them into a metal disc as wide as a house. Once inside, the couple were examined and their memories erased. They were kind of traumatized by all this.
Yeah,
and,
as you would be.
As you would be. They kind of checked themselves over to make sure everything was in place because...
I wonder what kind of experiments they did.
Well, I don't know. The couple couldn't remember specifically
Yeah,
any
but like
experiments.
that's like the worst thing, not knowing what was done to you.
Or is it? So yes, that remains a mystery to this day.
What do you guys think? Real or not real? Okay, that's our first story. If you're not too scared, let's move on to the next one, which happened in Scotland to a man called James Walker. He noticed lights over Bonnybridge, which is near Edinburgh.
In fact, I think Scotland is kind of, there's an epicentre, isn't there, of the
Yeah.
Falkirk Triangle?
Yeah, I think it's like almost like the Bermuda Triangle of aliens, isn't it? Like there's like 3 points
Yeah,
that
exactly. Yeah,
make up this like
Are you there tonight?
That would be
Have you dared look out of the window?
Yeah, and if you're not, maybe you could
sky.
go next year and just, see if you see anything.
Yeah.
Report back. Have you ever seen any lights in the sky?
No, have you?
No, just the usual.
We come from East Anglia. There are still a lot of Air Force bases, American Air Force bases. I think they would always be doing some sort of experiments. So I just wonder sometimes whether it is some sort of maneuver or testing. I think that can be a thing, or like a meteorite falling. Can look
Yeah,
like
they
that.
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Someone just walked past the window.
Do you know what? That scared me. There was this woman with a long black hair, all dressed all in black, and she walked just in front of Lucy's window and stopped and looked in.
I was really scared.
I was really scared. Hope she doesn't come back again.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving swiftly on. Our next story is about a fella from Scotland called Robert Taylor. This happened 40 years ago, I think. And he reported seeing a spaceship in the woods at night, which doesn't sound plausible, but this was actually investigated by the police, and there was a lot about it that they couldn't really debunk.
He was all dishevelled. He thought he'd been assaulted, hence the police were called. But he took them to the area in the wood where this happened, and there were really deep holes in the ground, and there were no tracks leading to those holes. And this object that made the holes would have weighed many tons.
Yeah, and they just start and stop. And there was no evidence of anything being towed away or anything like that, which does give some credibility to Mr. Taylor's story. Similarly to our first story of Betty and Barney, not Benny, he described it as like kind of like a circle, but more domed than disc shape, I think. 2 spiked prongs came out and grabbed him and pulled him in.
God.
And he kind of passed out, but he remembered the smell of burning. Yeah, that one's got a lot of things about it that make you go, All right, so our final creepy story of today.
Okay, let me get to it. Okay, so the next incident is in America, and this was in 1973 in Mississippi in a place called Pascagoula. 2 co-workers, Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker, claimed they were abducted by aliens while fishing. They were conscious but paralysed, which is even worse.
Yeah.
The creatures took them aboard the object and subjected them to an examination. I don't know what exactly, but before releasing them. So yeah, can you imagine being conscious?
Oh my gosh. It's like the stuff of nightmares, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nightmarish for us, wouldn't it, to go fishing with our funny phobia?
Oh yeah, we have a fish phobia, so we wouldn't be in this situation anyway.
No, we wouldn't be in that fishing situation.
No.
No.
I often wonder if, in our lifetime, whether there'll be opportunities to go into space and things like that, and what you'd see. Wouldn't it be great?
Oh, I'd hate it.
Oh, would you?
Oh, well, I don't like flying that much. This is a big no. But the thought of being on this spacecraft or outside the spacecraft, and you get sort of swept away into space, and
you get like sucked out in the movies, don't you? It's like, and then you're just in space.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah.
Or going on a planet and you don't know what's there, and all these scary things,
Well, I thought it would sound interesting, but I'm not so sure now after you've said that. I kind of pictured me like floating around in zero gravity, just like...
That's nice too, but
There's probably a lot more to it
in
than
the
that.
movies, when that is happening in a movie, it's
It's not going to be like that for long.
something is going to happen.
Yeah. That was a genuine scream there. See, they might not necessarily be scary.
No.
I think we tend to think, because like for humans, when humans go to another country, it tends to not be for friendly
reasons. No, because they're probably more scared of us than we are of them, because we're so warlike and so unpredictable
and volatile and random, and we would love to know your thoughts on aliens. I mean,
have you experienced anything like this, or you know of anyone? Have you got anything to show that, well, actually this is not true, this could not happen?
Yeah.
Okay, Lucy, let's do an ET finger bump. Stay safe.
Bye, everyone.